You're 18 years old. You've got your first paycheck sitting in your account. It's not a lot, maybe $400, maybe $600, but it's yours. You earned it. And in that exact moment, you make a decision, not a dramatic one, not one that feels like it changes anything. You just decide what to do with that money, spend it or invest it. That's it. That's the whole decision. But here's what nobody tells you at 18. That small, forgettable moment will quietly determine what your life looks like at 50. Let's find out what happens if you chose to invest. You're 18. High school just ended. The world feels enormous and wide open. Your friends are talking about college parties, first cars, the latest sneakers, weekend trips, and you get your first job. Part-time, nothing glamorous. Maybe you're stocking shelves, working a drive-through window, answering phones somewhere. You pull in around $800 a month after taxes. Your friend, Maya, same age, same town, same kind of job, gets paid almost the same. But Maya does something strange. She takes $100 every single month and puts it into an index fund. A boring, simple, nobody talks about it at parties index fund that tracks the S&P 500. You look at her like she has three heads. $100. You're 18. Why would you lock up money at 18? Maya just shrugs. Compound interest, she says. You don't really know what that means. And honestly, at 18 you don't really care. So your 20s start, and they're good. Actually, they're great. You spend freely. You upgrade your phone every year. You go on trips. You eat out with your friends 3-4 times a week. You keep telling yourself you'll start investing when things stabilize. Meanwhile, Maya's $100 keeps going in every month after month, quietly, automatically. She barely thinks about it anymore. At 22, you both land better jobs. You're earning $2,500 a month now. Maya's making similar money. The difference? You upgrade your lifestyle immediately. New apartment, better car, nicer clothes. Because you deserve it, you earned it. Maya upgrades too, but she bumps her investment to $300 a month. You're not worried. You'll start soon. You just want to enjoy your 20s first. Here's the thing about compound interest that they never actually teach you in school. It doesn't feel real when it's happening. It's invisible. It's silent. It doesn't send you notifications or throw parties or show up in your Instagram feed. But while you're living your life, compound interest is doing something extraordinary in the background. Every dollar Maya invested at 18 is working. It earns a return. It's money on a loop for decades. At 22, Maya's account has grown to roughly $6,000. Not life-changing, not impressive at dinner parties, but the clock is ticking. And time is the entire game. You're 25 now. Something shifts. You're at a rooftop bar with a group of friends, and someone brings up retirement. Everyone laughs it off. You're 25. Retirement is an abstract concept that belongs to a different version of you. But on the ride home, you pull up Maya's investment app because she showed you once. Just to look, her account is sitting at around $22,000. You feel something. Not panic, not yet. More like a flicker of something uncomfortable. A small, quiet voice in the back of your head that says, "Wait, what have I been doing?" You shrug it off. You still have time. 28 years old. You meet someone. You fall in love. Life gets real. Rent, groceries, splitting bills, thinking about the future together. And for the first time, you sit down and actually look at your finances. You have about $4,000 saved, sitting in a savings account earning almost nothing. Maya, who you grab coffee with every few months now, has $58,000 in her investment account, and she's been investing for 10 years. You do the math. She's put in maybe $36,000 of her own money over a decade, but the account says $58,000. That extra $22,000? That's compound interest? That's the machine running in the background while everyone else was distracted. And now you feel it. Real urgency. That uncomfortable flicker from 3 years ago is now a full alarm going off in your chest. You open an investment account that night. But here's where most people make their first big mistake. Because the moment you start investing, the moment you actually care about money, the market decides to teach you a lesson. 6 months after you open your account, the market drops 30%. 30%. Gone. In a matter of weeks. Your account, which you just started, shrinks immediately. It feels like confirmation that you were right to wait, that investing is risky, that this was a trap, that the people who told you to invest were wrong. You check your account obsessively. Every morning, every night, you read the headlines. Every article feels like a disaster movie. Recession, crash, worst drop in years. And then you look at Maya. Maya is not panicking. You ask her, "How are you not losing your mind right now?" She says something you'll never forget. "I'm not selling a single share. I've been through 2 crashes already. They always recover. The only people who actually lose money in a crash are the people who sell." You don't sell. It's the hardest financial decision you've ever made, doing nothing while your screen is red. But you do it. You hold. 18 months later, the market fully recovers. Then it keeps going up. You're 32 now, investing $400 a month consistently. And you finally understand why Maya started at 18. Because you're doing the same things, same discipline, same index funds, same monthly contributions. But your starting line was a decade later. And in the world of compound interest, a decade isn't just a decade. Maya started at 18. She invested $100 a month to start, increased over time, averaging about $250 a month across 14 years. Total money she put in herself, roughly $42,000. At 32, assuming an average annual return of 8%, her account is worth around $95,000. You started at 28. You've been investing $400 a month for 4 years. Total invested, about $19,200. Your account with the same 8% return, roughly $22,000. Same market, same return. But Maya has $95,000 and you have $22,000. The difference isn't discipline. It isn't how much you care about money. It isn't intelligence. It's time. 10 years of time is worth over $70,000 in this case, and that gap, it doesn't get smaller, it gets bigger. Now here's the part people skip when they tell this story. They make it sound like you're doomed, like the person who starts late loses forever. That's not the lesson, because you're 32, and 32 is not 62. You have 30 years before traditional retirement age, and 30 years of compound interest on consistent, meaningful contributions is still capable of building life-changing wealth. The lesson isn't, it's too late. The lesson is that time is the most powerful force in personal finance, and you cannot buy it back. Maya didn't have more money. She didn't have better knowledge. She didn't have some secret investing strategy you were never shown. She just started, early, consistently, without waiting for the perfect moment. And the market rewarded her for every single month she showed up. Fast forward. You're both 45 now. Life looks completely different. You've been investing consistently for 17 years now. Your contributions grew as your income grew. You're putting in $700 a month now. Your account sits at around $310,000. That number used to feel unimaginable to you at 28. Now it's real. It's yours. Maya's account? $720,000. She's invested for 27 years. Her money has had 27 years to compound. At her current trajectory, she crosses $1 million before she turns 50. You'll likely cross $1 million around 52 or 53, assuming you stay consistent. The gap has grown. But here's the thing. You're both winning. You're both on a path that most people never even find. The majority of people your age haven't started investing at all. Still telling themselves the same thing you told yourself at 22. I'll start when things stabilize. Things never fully stabilize. That's the secret they never told you. Life is always one excuse away from next month. The story ends at 60. Maya is done working at 57, not because she hit some giant number, but because her investment income, combined with her savings, covers everything she needs. The machine she built at 18 is paying her back now with full interest. She travels when she wants. She says yes to things she used to have to say no to. Money is no longer the variable that controls her decisions. You retire at 62, with nearly $2.1 million in your investment accounts. Not as early as Maya, not as effortless as it might have been, but you did it. You actually did it, on a normal salary with normal contributions, starting later than you should have. You built something most people only dream about. And as you sit there, thinking back on it, you realize the real cost wasn't in the money. It was in the time you gave away before you understood that time was the asset. Here's what this story is actually about. Not index funds, not compound interest, not market crashes. It's about the conversation you need to have with yourself right now. Because whether you're 18 and hearing this for the first time, or 28, or 35, or 42, the math always tilts in favor of starting today versus starting tomorrow. Every month you wait, you're not just missing returns. You're giving away the thing that makes returns extraordinary. You're giving away time. You can always earn more money. You can find a better job, a side hustle, a new skill. Money is replenishable. Time is not. At 18, you have something no hedge fund manager can buy. No amount of money in the world can go back and give a 60-year-old the compounding runway of an 18-year-old. That is the window, right now. However old you are, this is the youngest you will ever be again. The question was never, what if you started investing at 18? The real question is, what are you doing today? Because one decision, one quiet, boring, unglamorous decision to put a little money to work every single month, doesn't just change your bank account. It changes the life you get to live. And the best time to make that decision was the day you turned 18. The second best time? Right now.